Hey everyone, my name is Jose Alas from El Salvador. A lot of people don't know about that country, but I first saw the AD application. I kind of hesitated. Seeing all these people applying, all their backgrounds, accomplishments, of all these people I've heard out, I really questioned if someone like me really belonged in those kind of rooms, those kind of fellowships. But I then remembered one of the biggest lessons my dad has taught me ever since I was a kid, which is when something scares you, you don't really need to back down. You need to really face it, face on. That lesson really came from watching him, when I was young. Sadly, my mom passed away, and my dad became a single parent, raising two kids on his own. Suddenly, every responsibility followed on him. Every financial decision, sacrifice, all fell on him. And years later, when he remarried during my senior year of high school, our family expanded from 2 to 4. But I really continue to see the same example I've seen growing up, which is work hard, take care of the people around you and keep moving forward. That's the most important part. He showed me resilience. He showed me a lot of mindset through his actions, and that mindset really came through soccer. Sport. That sport have really played a crucial part in my entire life. It taught me discipline, competitiveness, and that growth really comes from simply from showing up. Being there where things become difficult, and that lesson also has followed me outside of sports. Growing up, I also struggled a lot in school. I had trouble concentrating, and I also faced a challenge early on, which is I needed to learn English from zero, basically, which is in pre-K. Years later, I had to adapt again when I moved alone from El Salvador to the United States for college. Breaking the finance has been another challenge. I faced a lot of rejections because of my international status, not being the right fit, not being ready yet, being too young. But every rejection has really pushed me to, get more involved and keep pushing. People who, challenged me, mentors, and I kept on learning and learning. So who I am and how did I get here? I'm someone who's shaped by his family and sacrifices. I faced and believe that difficulty moments are opportunities to grow. And I got here because every time something seemed intimidating, I chose to take one more step forward. That's why I think AD means much, much to me, because I believe talent exists everywhere and access are not always distributed equally. And I know from the beginning journey, I'm excited to keep learning, growing, become the best version of myself.